Like, where does the name Neo4j come from? That's like a kind of a strange name. Back in the early parts of tech, it was really popular to put 4 in names of things, and so I don't. This is actually even before my time in tech, but this was like a popular naming convention, and so Neo was just the name of the product, and then 4J was like this like enterprise product, right? That's kind of what that 4J meant. I'm sure someone can come in here and explain that meme more thoroughly than me, but it was kind of on topic at the time, and I think it just stuck around. I remember there was an April Fool's post from Neo4j that they were going to that they were releasing a new version. They were going to call it Neo5j, and people took it very seriously. And it was a joke. It's Neo4j. They're going to stick with Neo4j. Okay, so let's get our Neo4j up and running here. I got your Docker command here ready to go. We're going to hop into our command line. I'm going to shut down my Postgres here. Docker kill my Postgres. I think I have to say I have to kill my Hazura as well. Okay, I have nothing running. Now I'm going to paste that in here. Docker run detach interactive tty. Yeah, I actually don't need that part. --rm, remove the logs when you're done. Name my Neo4j, port 7474. That is the port of the browser interface to Neo4j. 7687 is the port that it is actually reading and writing to, so our app will actually use 7687. And then we're telling it to use no auth because we're just playing around with it on our local computer. Obviously don't do that in your production database. And then we're going to be doing Neo4j 4.1.3. And that should start up pretty quickly. Again, these are all running immediately on my computer because I have them downloaded already. This will probably take you, depending on how fast your internet is, 30 seconds to start up. So now you can see here, I got this up and running. It's exposing the ports that I want. Everything is looking great. So we're going to come back over here, and we're going to run this command right here. Docker exec -it myo-neo4j, and then we're going to run a command line utility called Cypher shell. So let's talk about what Cypher is. Just like MongoDB uses JSON and JavaScript, and Postgres uses SQL, there is a query language for Neo4j, and it is called Cypher. So it is a peculiar query language made particularly for Neo4j. It's not. I don't believe it's used anywhere else. There is another query language that's pretty well known. It's called Gremlin, which is different than the company Gremlin. Gremlin is the Apache query language, but we'll not be using that today. We'll be using Cypher. Yeah, question? Does GraphQL fit in here with a graph database? It's a very fair question. I think the answer to that is it could. GraphQL was made to query Facebook, which is very graph-like in nature, right? It doesn't necessarily fit in out of the box. I can't just start using GraphQL to query against Neo4j. I don't know of a utility to make it work with Neo4j, but I don't doubt it exists. Is that a dodgy enough answer to that? So my answer to that is not necessarily, but probably could.